Hi, this is Audrey. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. About a year ago, I bought some shrubs on clearance from Walmart for $5. When I did plant them, it was in August. It was in the middle of August, and we were having triple-digit weather like several days in a row. It was a really hot summer last year, and once I planted them, a lot of them actually started struggling really badly. I watered them pretty deeply, but I don't think that my watering schedule was any match for the sun. So I watered them, and then I got some Miracle Grow plant food, the all-purpose one. I would just put it out there almost like every other week. I didn't have like a schedule, but I did put it out pretty frequently because it looks like they were dying. And the leaves that were falling off, it was just plants had got to be kind of bare, and I thought that I had lost the plants. So I went out there and trimmed all of the dead stems off, and I could see that there were little tiny little buds coming in, so I knew that the plants weren't dead. They weren't a lost cause. So I just really babied them every day, every week. I was out here almost every other day, watering or just tending to them, and I cut them down, and I was just hoping for the best, and it did end up working out pretty good. Last winter, we did have a hard freeze, and so I knew that was coming, so I ended up covering them with trash bags. Two of the bags came off of the azalea bushes, and so I had to get out here in the freezing bitter cold, and I hate cold, but I came out here and tied the bags back on the plants, but they did turn black, the leaves did, but it wasn't enough to kill them because when spring came, everything came back alive. They were bright and vibrant, and really the thing that messed them up was the sun. Hello, I have all of these shrubs that I'm going to be planting around the perimeter of my yard, and I picked them up at Walmart. They were on clearance for $5. So let's take a look at what I'm going to be planting. I have 4 of these red robin photonias. I have these sunshine ligustrum. They're so bright and pretty. These are Encore Azalea Autumn Bravo. And this right here is a Formosa Purple Azalea. I'm looking forward to the flowers on this. This is a beautiful gardenia. I need to trim it, so you can tell that it was kind of neglected at Walmart, but it's still coming through with the green, and I see like some stuff coming here, so look at that. So I'm going to get it trimmed up and plant it before I plant it. The gardenia didn't make it. A few weeks after I planted it, one of the stray cats came and used the bathroom on it, and it started dying like immediately after that, which I was kind of bummed out because that was one of my favorites. It had a nice smell. It had the white flowers were already starting to bloom on it, and when the cat used the bathroom on it, it immediately killed it. And this one right here is an Abelia called a Peach Perfection. And I might end up planting this in my front yard. I'll have to see. It already has like these little flowers coming in. I created this garden bed for my hedges. These are Encore Azaleas. Autumn Bravo is the type that they are. I have 2 of these. These are, they're azaleas, but I don't know what kind. I think it says Formosa Purple. And this is the gardenia. The mulch is from a local tree service that has free mulch that you can come pick up. And I just put it on top of cardboard and newspaper and these rocks were a part of a sidewalk that we busted up, and I just repurposed the pieces of the sidewalk and as an edge, and I do plan on going around the back of it. I still need to finish this side. I'm going to plant these two sunshine ligustrums on this side. At a later time, I might wait until fall to plant them. I do have some that did not make it, but the majority of them did. I bought them at the end of August last year, and this is September, the end of September right now. So it's been a little over a year's worth of growth. All right, so starting on this side, this is, I'll put the name of it. I can't think of the name of that plant right now, but this plant has been through good phases. It's been struggling, and now it looks like it's doing pretty good again. So it is a Texas native plant, but I can't remember the name of it right now. So that one is doing pretty good. This rose bush, this is actually one of my favorite rose bushes, and I planted, this was one that I got on clearance. It was $2 actually, and it was a tiny little thing. It was struggling, and I don't have a picture of what it looked like before, but it was just a root. And I got this in the spring of last year, and it's doing really nice. This growth that has sprung back up, this actually happened in this past week. I put some fertilizer down, and that's the only thing I can think of that has caused this growth, because it had over a month or two without any blooms, and then I put that fertilizer out, and then a week later it's bloomed. Okay, so in this little corner was where I had the gardenia that the cats peed on, and it killed it. And I had 4 azalea bushes lining this row, and they started struggling and ended up almost dying, but I pulled them up in time to save 2 of them. When I pulled them up, 3 were actually still alive, but one of them still eventually died, and the other one was just completely gone. These are 2 sunshine ligustrums, and I bought these a little bit after the other one that I bought, the other bunch, and they're a little smaller, but they're still doing good. Now they have that bright golden yellow color that these sunshine ligustrums are known for, but they're doing pretty good now. They're really pretty. So here I planted several shrubs back here, and this is the only one that made it. And this is a red robin photonia, I believe that's the name of it, but that's the only one that made it. There was something here, there were shrubs here, none of those made it. I think it was a total of 5, but I had different ones. I should have just stuck with one, just stuck with that one, but I kind of had a thought of having like a lot of variety and some flowering, and some what I had envisioned didn't work. So here are the other 2. Red robin or red tipped or something like that. I'll put the name of it. I might be getting the name wrong, but these plants are doing pretty good back here, and these plants usually get full sun most of the day. And I think maybe I should put one in the middle and one here. I didn't want to plant them too close together, because all the research that I was saying plant them far out because you don't want to crowd them out, but I wanted actual shrub wall here, so maybe I need to put some more in, like get one to fill in this spot and here. I don't want to get anything too close to that because I don't want to have to block that, and I don't want to have to keep maintaining it so it doesn't grow over it. So I wanted to stop maybe here at probably at the farthest, but these are growing pretty good. This is sad. This plant just ended up dying. It seems like when they die so fast. I thought this one was dead, but see, there's some leaves, and I can't think of the name of it. It's still alive. It's getting swallowed up by the sweet potato vines here, so maybe I should take that out of there and Telling it to strangle it, but it's still alive. Here's the azalea bush that died. One of them. Here's another azalea. Now, as you can see how brown these leaves and stems are? But even though, yeah, you can see the growth coming in. But this whole thing was green and vibrant and full of flowers. And then when the sun hit it, killed all of that, turned everything brown. So here's the other azalea that's alive. So right now I only have 2 that are living. And I ended up just putting them back in the pots that they came in. I had saved the pots and just put them back in the pots that they came in, stuck them in the ground, and they've been doing good right here. But I don't know if I want to actually plant it right here, though. There's a big pecan tree. This thing is huge, and it goes all the way up. But if I plant this here, for one thing, I know digging right there, there's going to be these roots, see? And it's going to be a monster trying to dig in this ground right here, even though it's doing good in this area, but I don't know about having to dig right here. When we were digging for the garden, there were a ton of roots out there, so I don't know. Okay, so against this fence are the sunshine ligustrums on this side. Now, this side doesn't get as much. You know what? I think I should have flipped it. I think I should have put the azaleas on this row and the sunshine ligustrums on the opposite row. Now, I will say, I bought these 2 when spring came in, when they first put the shrubs out. These 2 were full price. I paid $17.88. But these 2 on this end and these 2 on this end, I paid $5 each for them. And they were planted in August. But they're not really that much smaller. They're not really that much smaller than the 2 that I bought in spring. And see, these 2, look, they're already touching. These grow pretty fast, which I'm pretty glad about. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.